Hi guys, I feel like I have a different setup every time I film a video, but I don't know if you've seen my most recent Instagram video, but I bought a new Steadicam, a DJI Ronin SC, I think that's what it's called, and because I've only just got it set up, and it's, you have to make sure that it's all steady and like weigh it out, and I don't know, you have to set it up so that it can manage the camera. If you've used a Steadicam before, you know what I'm on about. If you haven't, then basically at first it takes forever, but once it's set up, it's completely worth it. The only thing is that then I wanted to move the camera from the Steadicam, and if I remove it and set it up for my tripod, then it's going to take me forever to set it back up again. So long story short, you are currently on the DJI Steadicam, so I don't have to set it up again for when I use it later, and that means that I can do this. Are you ready? Ooh! 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 Wait, okay, come back to me. Oh no! You can tell that I haven't got it quite sorted yet. There we go. That was just using the app on my phone. Exciting. I now know that that's how people do those time lapses, of like the star sky and things. They automatically set it on the app, put it on the Steadicam tripod thing, and it does all the work for them. It's amazing. Anyway, that's not what this video is about, but I was just excited about that. And today the video is about dating with a disability. Does it affect your dating life? Well, does it affect mine? We're obviously not having a conversation quite yet, but you can tell me in the comments if it affects your dating life, or if you'd think differently if you were dating someone with a disability. It's an open space, it's all okay. I'm happy to talk about this stuff. Does having a disability affect my dating life? Let's find out. Well, obviously it didn't affect it too much because I'm married, but still, let's find out. Hit the video. So I am in no way an expert when it comes to dating. I obviously dated Ryan, who is my husband now. I went on a few dates, but to be honest, basically what happened was when I was in Ayia Napa when I was a teenager, with some of my friends, like on the stereotypical clubbing holiday, I met a guy who lived in Switzerland, and we kind of dated by him coming to England, me going to Switzerland, us having a few holidays. And so I never dated him. We just kind of liked each other and had a good time. And then I went on the odd date, but really serious dating came into the equation when I met Ryan. And Ryan's now my husband. So yeah, I'm not an expert at all, but obviously I dated Ryan, and when I was dating Ryan, we dated or met via Tinder, which kind of brings in a whole other thing, because we all know that Tinder is based on what people look like. You can obviously chat on it and things, and you can see the age and their interests, but you look at the photos. So let's start from the beginning with dating Ryan. I created a Tinder profile. I uploaded the pictures. Most of the pictures that I liked were from my Instagram profile. I actually connected my Instagram profile, but Ryan actually didn't click on the Instagram profile anyway because he wasn't into social media and things like that. Weird, because you bet I looked up his name before I dated him, and the only thing I could find was his LinkedIn profile. But anyway, I didn't think anything of it. I didn't write that I had a disability on my bio. I didn't even think about the fact that I had one hand. It was only when we were heading for our first date that I suddenly thought, when I was waiting to meet him, oh gosh, does he know I have one hand? So I flicked through my Tinder profile. I saw that I had uploaded images with me with one hand, but it was with a long sleeve top on, or it was me at a premiere standing, and I thought he might have not noticed. Should I have pointed it out? And yeah, then I started to feel a little bit awkward about it. Now, I don't know why it felt like such a big deal to me, but I think it was because I didn't care whether he knew I had one hand or not. I didn't mind if he thought differently about it or anything like that. It was more about putting myself in an awkward position. I think the problem lies with it's awkward enough to meet someone that you're first dating, let alone adding into the equation that you've got a visible difference or something that someone might feel not uncomfortable about, but maybe a bit awkward about, they want to ask some questions but don't know how because it's the first date. Usually you'd be like, oh, where did you study and things like that, not what happened to your arm. So that definitely crossed my mind. If I was to go and date someone now on Tinder, I would definitely make it obvious that I had one hand, just because it makes my life easier in the long run. the last thing I would want to be doing is dating someone that feels uncomfortable with the fact that I'm disabled. So it kind of cuts out all the odd humans there, and then I wouldn't have to waste my time dating them. That is the only way, that's the only reason that I would do that. Obviously, Ryan didn't have a problem with this. He didn't think anything of it. In fact, I don't think we even talked about it on our first date. Maybe our second date, I said to him like, oh, I was worried that you didn't know I had one hand and you might have been a bit shocked, like gone to shake my hand and been like, oops-a-daisy. And Ryan was really casual about it and great. I can't remember what he said, but that's a good thing because it means that it didn't really stick into my mind like it was weird or anything, and the rest is history. So that is it, yeah. So I guess the main points that I would take from me dating is that I would prefer to get the awkward over and done with. I would prefer for someone to know that I've got a disability before they meet me rather than afterwards, just because I don't want to waste my time on a human being that doesn't think it's okay to date someone with a disability. That's the only reason. Saying that, if you don't mind and you want to hide it, or you don't think that it should affect your dating life, then each to their own. It's only because I don't think anyone's worth my time if they don't want to be with me because of this as well. Did I find dating harder? I mean, it had nothing to do with me having one hand. I just honestly didn't meet many people previous to Ryan that I genuinely liked a lot, or they liked me back. And so that's why I didn't have a major dating life. It was nothing to do with the fact that I had one hand. At least I'm not aware of that. You know, like, I met some good looking people on nights out and things, and we had a good chat and stuff, and then it just didn't go from there, which I think is pretty normal. It wasn't because I had one hand at all. And I've never really had anyone have a conversation with me, realise I've got one hand, and then freak out. Either they've been very good at it, or it hasn't been a problem. So I wouldn't worry about that. So that was a long babbly video about my dating history and not much of it. I'd be interested to hear what your experiences are.
Yes, my sound has gone. I'm editing this video and I have no idea what I was saying here. I think it was probably along the lines of, I hope that it isn't just me being lucky and actually everyone's had the same positive experience dating with a disability like me. Anyway, let me know your experiences down below, and if you have any ideas for a future video, then let me know too, because I always need ideas on this channel. Thanks for sticking by, guys. Goodbye.